Hi everyone, Kelt here, bringing you my thoughts on the royal family and today specifically King Charles III. I've been hearing that Charles has been shocked by the amount of overwhelming duties that he has to perform, although he has prepared for this his whole life. People are saying that it's understandable that he is overwhelmed due to having just lost his mother and the fact that people need time to grieve. In the military, it was understood that if a man married, he would have a year off before going into battle. The same with bereavement, I think, should be true. But when you're a king, as soon as your parent dies, you have to take on the job. There is no time out to recover. Although he's been longing for this, I've been told that it has still been a shock. And in order to prove himself to the people, he has literally thrown himself into a nationwide tour to prove that he will carry on his mother's legacy. It will be a lot of shaking hands and cutting ribbons, smiling, hugging children, the usual stuff, but it should be a fairly easy thing to do. But all the travelling and all the having to make speeches could be a lot for someone, not just his age, but the fact that he seems to be in a lot less good health than his mother was at his age. Royal physicians have been warning him to look after his health and to take things easy and to eat and drink in a more health-conscious way. But Charles is stubborn and determined to do things his way. Some UK doctors have noticed that King Charles's swollen fingers and also his feet are evidence of very poor health and probably heart problems, although they cannot make an accurate diagnosis just by what they see in the media. He knows that at his age he cannot make an impression like his mother did during her long reign as Queen, but he does want to come across as firm with Harry and Meghan and Andrew. He is determined to make a lasting impression in what is predicted to be a very short reign. King Charles himself knows about the Nostradamus prediction regarding his mother's death. Nostradamus, for those who don't know, Nostradamus was alive during the 16th century. I don't follow his predictions, but because it's been very much in the media at the moment, I found it quite interesting. Prophesied many things, which came true. He correctly predicted that the Queen would die in 2022, and many other predictions have come true over the generations. But this one was quite significant and has got quite a bit of attention. The fact that his prediction also includes the fact that King Charles's reign would be very short and that a new king would take his place, who would be unexpected, someone not expecting to be king. Well, it would not be unexpected to have William as the next king, but some are saying that it could be Harry, but I don't see how that would even be possible. And others are saying that Simon Durant-Day, who is very much in the news right now, demanding a DNA test as proof in court that he is the illegitimate son of Charles and Camilla, when Charles was 17 and Camilla was 18 years old. The story is compelling. I talked about this before in a previous video, and I don't know why it's being brought up now, probably because of the Nostradamus prediction. But even if that were true, as an illegitimate son, that negates his right to be an heir. Well, whether people believe in these predictions and whether they feel that this Simon Durant-Day is genuine or not, it's very edge-of-your-seat stuff at the moment, especially with the way that King Charles is coming across as quite grumpy and totally different type of personality from his mother. The one thing that the new King Charles III is enjoying is changing laws. There's quite a bit of talk about what he will be doing next. He's still not decided yet on whether Meghan and Harry's offspring have any titles, and maybe he could change the laws that determine the legitimacy of heirs to the throne. There's a rumour going around on the internet that it's been said there was quite a bit of scandal possibly at the funeral. King Charles was seen looking over at a couple of men who were standing together. Some were saying that they looked as if they were related, and King Charles appeared to mutter something and glare at them in these other video clips that are doing the rounds on the web. They were taken from live TV footage. It was also said that Princess Anne glared at these men, and also Edward, William and Harry, as they walked past. Well, I was intrigued when I heard this, so I found some original live TV footage of the funeral, but from a different angle, and went through it bit by bit, and I've come to the conclusion that there was nothing scandalous nor untoward during the procession behind the Queen's coffin. What I saw was King Charles walking behind, glancing over to his right, to his left, in front, which is what you do when many family and friends gather together for something such as a funeral or a wedding. You glance at the people, and he's not likely to have a smile on his face at a time like that. What I saw was that the two men concerned, not in the line of Charles's vision, when he looked across with a scowl on his face, he actually was already in line with them or just passing them, and he was looking further ahead. So I think that rules out those two people as being a problem. Charles passed them, so it seems that the series of expressions whereby Charles was almost scowling and then he opened his mouth and muttered something and glanced to his right, it all seems to be at separate times, spaced out over 10 or 20 seconds or so. It looks as though the angle of the camera of the other video, which is circling the internet, was from the front. And obviously it shortens everything, and it made it appear as if Charles was muttering at these men. Also, Princess Anne, Edward, William and Harry were all glancing over to the right, but I didn't see anything more than just a really sombre look, which is what they had anyway. If there was someone that they were looking at, which is possibly someone that they were focusing on, then it was not those two men. So no scandal as far as I can see. I would love to be proved wrong. So if anyone has any video footage from yet a different angle and has a different opinion, please tell me. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.